Grow Your Mindset podcast. Grow your mind. Change your life.
Welcome to the Grow Your Mindset podcast. I am really glad you are here with us today because we are talking about something that is going to change your whole day.
Yeah.
And if you change your day, well, you change your life.
Yeah, exactly. It really is that simple. The first moments of your day decide the direction of everything else.
Right. And I want to say this directly to you, the listener. You are not lazy. You are not behind in life. I mean, as long as you have time, you can build the life you dream of.
That is so true. People think they need to make these massive changes to be successful, like they need to quit their job or move to a new city. But it really comes down to small daily actions.
Small habits. That is the core of our topic today. How small daily actions create massive results over time.
Yeah.
We are going to walk through 7 very simple habits. 7 daily habits that can totally change your life.
Yes. 7 simple steps. And we're going to explain why building these habits is so much more powerful than just waiting around for motivation.
Oh man, waiting for motivation is the worst. I mean, motivation is just a feeling, right?
Exactly. Motivation is just an emotion. And like any emotion, it goes away. You might feel super motivated at midnight, but when your alarm rings at 6 in the morning, that feeling is gone.
Yeah, it is totally gone. The room is cold and the bed is warm.
Right. So you need discipline, you need habits. Habits actually stay with you even when you do not feel like doing the work.
I like to think about the morning like the foundation of a house, like the base. If you have a lazy morning, well, you build a weak foundation, the house might fall down.
That is a great way to put it.
But if you win the morning, you win the day. You put down a really strong first brick.
So let's talk about that very first brick.
Yeah.
Habit number 1. And this is all about avoiding distractions. Specifically, the biggest distraction we all have.
The smartphone.
Yes, phone. Habit number 1 is no phone for the first hour after you wake up.
Wow, a whole hour. That sounds really hard for a lot of people. Why is that so important?
Think about your brain in the first 60 minutes after you wake up. It is like soft clay, you know?
Soft clay, yeah, like you can shape it easily.
Exactly. Whatever touches your brain first in the morning, it stays there. It shapes your mood. So if you wake up and the first thing you do is look at Instagram or read the news, you are filling your mind with other people's thoughts.
Oh, wow. Yeah, before you even have your own thoughts for the day.
Right. And you see other people's vacation photos or their big successes. And suddenly you feel jealousy. You start comparing your life to theirs.
And your energy just drops. I mean, I know I feel that way. You wake up feeling okay, you look at your phone, and suddenly you feel stressed.
Because your phone gives your brain a quick hit of dopamine. It is like a drug. It fills your head with noise.
So what should we do instead? If we open our eyes and we do not grab the phone, what do we do?
Keep it very simple. Drink a big glass of water. Just sit in silence for a minute. Or just take a few deep breaths. Give your brain a chance to wake up naturally.
Okay, I hear you. But I have to ask a really practical question, a pushback that I think a lot of listeners will have.
Sure, what is it?
My phone is my alarm clock. It is right next to my bed on the table. It wakes me up. So how can I possibly ignore it? I have to touch it to turn off the alarm.
Yeah, that is a very common problem. The easiest fix is to put the phone far away from your bed. Put it across the room.
So you have to actually stand up to turn it off.
Exactly. You have to stand up, walk across the floor, and turn off the alarm. But here is the rule. You turn off the alarm, but you do not open any apps.
No messages, no email.
Nothing. Turn off the alarm and you leave the room. Or even better, just buy a cheap physical alarm clock. Then you can leave your phone in the kitchen all night.
That is a great tip. So we give the brain 60 minutes of silence. That way, the brain is sharp and ready for the rest of the day.
Right. And that brings us to the next step. Because once your phone is away, your mind has empty space. It is quiet.
Sometimes a little too quiet. You know, you wake up, it is silent, and suddenly you start thinking about all the work you have to do, all your problems.
Yeah, the anxiety can rush in. And that is why we need habit number 2, taking the thoughts out of your head and putting them on paper. Some people call it scribing or journaling.
Writing things down. I love this because holding all those thoughts in your head is exhausting.
It really is. Your brain is a thinking machine. It is really good at solving problems, but it is a terrible storage space.
Oh, I like that. A thinking machine, not a storage space.
Right. If you try to hold 1,000 thoughts in your head, you will just feel anxious. You will feel stressed. But when you write them down on paper, that pressure just disappears.
It is like carrying a heavy backpack. You know, you walk around all day with this heavy bag of worries, and writing them down is like taking the backpack off.
Emptying the backpack onto the table. Exactly. You can finally walk freely.
So how do we do this? Do we just write a diary? Like, dear diary, today I feel sad.
You can, but a structure is better. I recommend 3 specific questions to answer every morning. 3 prompts.
Okay, what is the first prompt?
The first one is very simple. How do I feel right now? And you have to be totally honest.
Radical honesty.
Yes. If you are tired, write down, I am tired but hopeful. If you're stressed, write, I am stressed about my meeting. Just get the truth out of your head and onto the paper.
Okay, that makes sense. Acknowledge the feeling. What is the second prompt?
The second is, what am I grateful for today?
Gratitude.
Right. Because when you wake up anxious, your mind is focused on what you do not have. Gratitude shifts your mindset. It moves you from a feeling of lack to a feeling of abundance.
And it does not have to be a big thing, right? Like, you do not have to say, I am grateful for $1 million.
No, not at all. It should be small things. I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for this fresh cup of coffee. I'm grateful for a new day.
Simple things, just to train the brain to look for the good stuff.
Exactly. And the third prompt is about action. You ask yourself, what is one thing I must finish today?
Oh, just one thing. Because my to-do list usually has like 20 things on it.
And that is a huge mistake. If you write down 17 tasks, you will never finish them. You'll just feel like a failure by the end of the day.
Yeah, that is true. I look at a huge list and I just want to go back to bed.
Right. So we keep it simple. You just write 3 things in total, 1 thing you must do, 1 thing you should do, and 1 thing you would like to do.
Must, should, would like. I love that.
The must task is your mission. If you only finish that 1 thing, the day is still a win.
That takes so much pressure off. Because if you do not plan your day, well, the world will plan it for you. Everyone else will give you their emergencies.
Exactly. So now you have a plan. The heavy backpack is empty. The day is decided.
But even with a plan, the outside world is chaotic. It is noisy. So how do we prepare our minds for that chaos?
That is habit number 3, calming the mind. Building some mental armor before you step out the door. And we do this through meditation.
Okay, meditation. I think a lot of people hear that word and they get scared. They think they have to go be a monk on a mountain somewhere.
Yeah, they really do. Or they think meditation means stopping your thoughts completely, like turning your brain off.
Which is impossible. You cannot stop your thoughts.
Right. You cannot stop thinking. Meditation is simply about slowing down. You breathe deeply and you just watch your thoughts. You watch them like clouds passing through the sky.
Just watching them, not fighting them.
Exactly. Imagine your mind is a really crowded train station. People running everywhere, trains arriving, loud noises. Meditation is just hitting the pause button.
Stepping back and just looking at the station.
Yes. Let me give you a very real example of why this matters. Imagine 2 people. They both wake up at 6 in the morning. They both work hard at the same company.
Okay. 2 regular workers.
But only one of them meditates for 10 minutes in the morning. The other one does not. Now, later that day, a problem happens at work. Maybe they make a big mistake or a boss insults them.
A stressful moment. That happens to all of us.
Right. Now, the person who did not meditate, they panic. Their brain is moving too fast. They overreact. Maybe they yell or they send an angry email.
They just react on autopilot.
But the person who meditated, they respond differently. They feel the stress, sure, but they were calm. They pause. They did not yell. They just fix the problem calmly.
Wow. So the difference was not the problem itself. The problem was exactly the same.
Exactly. The difference was the state of their mind. Meditation gives you that pause button in real life.
That is incredibly powerful. But for a listener who has never tried it, how long should they do it? Do they need to sit there for an hour?
No, not at all. Start with just 5 minutes. That's it, 5 minutes. Just sit in a chair. Focus on breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth.
And when a thought pops up, like remembering an email you need to send,
Just notice it. Say to yourself, oh, I am thinking about an email. And then bring your focus back to the breath. That is the whole practice.
I really like that. 5 minutes to build that mental armor. So, okay, now our mind is calm. Our mind is empty.
And an empty mind is a hungry mind.
Right. So we need to feed it. Which brings us to habit number 4. Feeding the brain.
Yes. You have to choose the right food for your brain. And we do this by reading and learning daily.
Now, reading in the morning, a lot of people might think that is just to get smart, to learn facts.
It's not just about knowledge. It is about shaping your identity. Your brain literally becomes what you feed it.
That makes total sense. If I feed my body junk food, I feel terrible.
Right. And if you feed your mind with drama on the internet or loud news or negative comments, your mind becomes anxious. You are feeding it noise.
So we need to feed it with good stuff. Clarity, courage.
Exactly. When you read a great book, a positive book, you are reminding yourself of who you want to become. You're listening to wisdom, not listening to your fears.
Let's compare two people again. Person A wakes up, grabs the phone, and scrolls through social media for 20 minutes.
And their self-worth drops. They feel bad about themselves before breakfast.
Yeah. But person B wakes up and reads something powerful.
Right. Person B reads a book about success or a biography of someone great. They feel strong. They feel inspired.
But wait, does this mean I need to sit and read a whole chapter? Or study for an hour every morning? Because mornings are busy. People have kids. They have to commute.
No, it does not take an hour. Just 5 minutes. Or even just a single page.
Really? Just one page?
Yes, one page of something powerful, a motivational book. And after you read that one page, you ask yourself a simple question.
What is the question?
What can I learn from this, and how can I apply this today?
Oh, I see. So it is active reading. You take that one idea and you actually use it in your day.
Exactly. It primes your brain for success. It feeds you.
Okay, so we have fueled the mind. We planned the day. We calmed down. We fed our brain. But what about the physical body?
The body has to wake up too. That is habit number 5, moving the body.
Exercise?
Yes. You see, a lot of people wake up and they feel tired, so they wait for energy. They drink coffee and they just wait to feel awake.
That is me. I am definitely guilty of that.
But energy is not something you wait for. Energy is something you create.
You create it by moving.
Right. Moving your body makes your heart beat faster, pushes blood around. It literally lights up your brain.
It is like an engine. Your body is an engine.
Yeah.
And you cannot expect a car to drive smoothly if you never turn the engine on.
That is a perfect analogy. You have to turn the key and let the engine warm up. Exercise is turning the key.
And it is not just physical health, right? There is a mindset piece to this too.
A huge mindset piece. It is a psychological message to your brain. When you do something difficult right away in the morning, like exercising, you are telling yourself a story.
What story is that?
You are telling yourself, I am not lazy. I am a finisher. I do hard things.
Wow. I am a finisher. That builds so much discipline.
It really does. And discipline is the very first step to self-respect. If you respect yourself enough to move your body, you will respect yourself at work and in your relationships.
So what are some simple, beginner-friendly options? Because some people might think they need to drive to a gym and lift heavy weights for an hour.
No gym needed, no equipment needed. It should only take 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay, what can we do?
You can just do 20 jumping jacks right next to your bed. You can do a 5-minute stretch on the floor.
Oh, nice. Just simple stretching.
Yeah. Or put on your favorite song and just dance in the kitchen. Or go for a quick walk outside. Anything that gets you breathing a little heavier.
Just 10 to 20 minutes to turn the engine on? I love it. Okay, so now the engine is running, our energy is flowing.
But you have to know where you are steering the car.
Right. You cannot just drive fast with no map.
Which brings us to habit number 6. Seeing success.
Visualization. This is incredibly powerful.
So explain this to me. Because I think most people wake up, they look around, they see the same room, the same problems.
And because they see the same things, they live the exact same life every single day. They are stuck in a loop.
So what do successful people do differently?
Successful people close their eyes and they see the person they want to become. Before they even start their day, they visualize their goals.
And this is not magic, right? This is brain science.
It is pure science. The brain actually does not know the difference between imagination and reality. Wait, really? The brain cannot tell the difference.
Exactly. When you vividly imagine yourself succeeding and you really feel the emotion of it, your mind believes it is happening. It believes it is possible.
So it stops focusing on what is missing and starts acting like the successful version of you.
Let us use a very practical example. An example about learning English, since I know a lot of our listeners are on that journey.
Perfect. Let us talk about learning a language.
Let us imagine a guy named Liam. Now, Liam is learning English, but he is really scared to speak it in public.
Yeah, that is so common. You feel small, you feel embarrassed to make a mistake.
Right. So Liam usually stays quiet, but he decides to start using this habit. Every morning, just for 30 seconds, Liam closes his eyes.
And what does he see?
He visualizes himself in a meeting, and he sees himself speaking English fluently. He imagines his voice sounding strong. He imagines people listening to him. He even imagines standing on a stage teaching others.
Oh, wow. He sees himself as a confident speaker.
And the key is, He feels the confidence in his body while he imagines it. He smiles. He stands up straight.
So his brain starts to believe, oh, I'm a confident English speaker.
Exactly. And because he feels that confidence daily in his mind, he starts acting confidently in real life. In small ways at first. He says hello to a colleague. He asks a question in a meeting.
Change begins in the imagination. That is so powerful for learning any new skill. You literally have to see yourself succeeding before anyone else will believe in you.
You have to build the map in your mind before you can walk the path in real life.
Okay, so we have an amazing morning routine so far. We put the phone away. We planned the day on paper. We meditated to calm the mind. We read a page to feed the brain. We exercised to build energy. And we visualized our success.
It is a great list.
Hmm.
But there's one problem.
What is that?
All of these planning and visualizing tools are incredible, but they are entirely useless without the final habit.
Habit number 7.
Yes, taking action. Consistency over perfection.
Oh man, taking action, actually doing the thing.
Stop thinking and start doing. Because success is not about having information. It is about execution. It is about the work.
Imperfect action beats perfect delay every single time.
Exactly. I see this happen so much, people get stuck in the preparation phase.
Right, they watch endless YouTube videos on how to do something.
Yes. They make plans, they read books, they buy new notebooks, but they wait for the perfect moment to actually start.
And the perfect moment never comes.
Never. Action creates momentum. And when you build momentum, the fear finally fades away.
You have this really great analogy about an airplane. Can you share that with the listeners?
Oh yeah, the airplane analogy. Imagine a massive, beautiful airplane sitting on the runway at the airport.
Okay, a big airplane.
It has a full tank of fuel. The
Wow.
pilots are in the seats. The sky is totally clear. It is ready to go.
Ready to fly.
But the airplane just sits there. And the airplane is thinking, what if I crash? What if there's turbulence up there? What if I am not totally ready?
It is scared to fly, so it just waits.
Right. It watches all the other planes take off. It watches other planes fly into the sky. And it just sits on the ground until its potential rots away.
Oh, that is sad. Because an airplane is meant to be in the sky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Airplanes were made to fly, not sit on a runway. The engines only make sense when they move forward.
And humans are the same way. We have all this fuel, all this preparation, but we just sit on the runway overthinking.
Yes.
Hmm?
We wait for zero fear. But courage is not having zero fear. Courage is acting while you are scared.
So how do we force ourselves to take off when we are really scared? When the fear is heavy?
You do just one small thing immediately, just one thing.
Just push the engine a little bit.
Right. If you want to read more, just read one page. If you want to learn a language, like Liam, speak one sentence in English out loud. If you want to start a business, send one message.
One tiny action.
Action is the bridge between the life you dream of and the life you actually live. You just step onto the bridge.
That is so true. Action is the bridge. Well, we have covered all 7 habits, and this is so much great information. But before we finish, I want to make sure the listener knows exactly what to do tomorrow.
Absolutely. Let us make it very practical.
Can you summarize 2 or 3 highly practical, real-life tips the listener can start using literally tomorrow morning?
Yes. Tip number 1. Tonight, before you go to sleep, put your phone physically out of your bedroom.
In the kitchen, in the bathroom, anywhere but the bedroom.
Right. So you absolutely cannot touch it tomorrow morning when you wake up. Protect that first hour.
Perfect. What is tip number 2?
Tip number 2. Keep a small notebook and a pen right by your bed. As soon as you wake up, write down just 3 simple goals for the day. One must do, one should do, and one would like to do.
Empty the backpack right away. Plan the mission. And the last tip.
Tip number 3. Choose one physical movement that takes 5 minutes. It can be stretching or walking in place. And do it immediately after getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Wake up that engine.
Those are 3 amazing, simple things to start with. Phone away, write your 3 goals, and move for 5 minutes.
It is that simple. And remember, information is not transformation. Only action creates change.
Right. You have the mind, you have the time, and now you have the map. So give your first hour to yourself, not to the noise of the world.
It will not be perfect at first. Tomorrow morning might feel difficult. But consistency over 7 days, 21 days, and 60 days will make you completely unrecognizable.
You will become a totally new person. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the Grow Your Mindset podcast. We encourage you to rise early, act boldly, and start your new life tomorrow before breakfast.
Absolutely. Do not wait for Monday. Start tomorrow.
But before we go, I want to leave you, the listener, with one simple, powerful question to think about today.
It is a very important question.
What is the very first small action you'll take tomorrow morning to start building your new life?